Hello, I'm Sophia Lou and welcome to my channel.
Hello guys and welcome to this week's Sketchbook Sunday. This week we're going to discuss the topic of how do I improve my art. This was voted to you guys in the poll. Any of these videos will have a poll that will go up here and it will be for the topic for the next video. As always, if you do any art during any of these videos, make sure to tag me. I want to see what you have done. Links to any of my social medias are down below, but I am most active on Twitter and on Instagram, so I'm more than likely going to see it on there. For anyone wondering, this sketchbook that I'm using is a Moleskine Art Plus sketchbook. I'll let you know my thoughts on this when I do a sketchbook tour, but for now I've got my cup of tea, I've got my WH Smith pencils, and as always the link to all the equipment I use and what equipment I've used will always be down below. But for now, let's grab our sketchbooks, let's sit down and let's discuss. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna say is improvement in your art is gonna take a while. It's not a magic button that you can just press and hey presto, your art is suddenly better. What you're gonna get better by is doing studying. And what I mean by studying is look at the real world around you and apply it to your work. So one of the things I actually really do love to do is I love to go to Pinterest. I love to type in, like say, I'm going to type in woodland. And I'm going to look at a picture and I'm going to break it down and I'm going to study. I'll take a small thumbnail in my sketchbook, like so. I'm going to break down how the picture is. And then I'm going to build up from there. And this will help me with my work. And you may notice that lately in my videos I'm doing a lot more backgrounds, and this is because I want to tackle my fear of backgrounds. I want to improve, I want to get better. And there isn't a magic button that's gonna suddenly go, hey presto, now you've improved, now your work is magically better, because it doesn't, unfortunately it doesn't work that way. Let's get a little bit closer here so you can just see what I'm doing. Alright, so how can you improve your work? Simple: study, perseverance and practice. You're not going to magically get better just because you've done one day of studying. It's going to take weeks, months, days, years for you to get better. And my biggest weakness, I will admit, is doing this. And one of the things I promised myself this year, and it's one of the things that I really want to do, is I want to improve. You should always strive to improve your work. You should always strive to get better. You should always want to improve, because you're not going to develop a style, you're not going to develop X, Y and Z by not studying. It's the harsh truth of the world, but unfortunately, if you're going to get better at something, you've got to study. For example, if you're an athlete, you're not going to magically get, you're not going to magically be fantastic at sports straight away. You're going to have to train. If you're a singer, yes, you may have natural talent, but in order to grow that talent, you're going to study by fine-tuning your voice. By doing a lot of these principles, people improve and people get better. A person who made their game for the first time, the first game wasn't fantastic, but it was a game. Someone had innovated that, someone had done that. So don't be disheartened if you feel like your work isn't at the style or it isn't to the thing that you want straight away. And remember, every person has these faults. Every person needs to, they strive to get better. And this isn't me saying that everyone's awful and blah blah blah. It's just the simple matter of things is that every artist that you follow strives to improve. They strive to get better. They strive to do this. And I'm saying the word strive a lot because it's very, very true. A lot of people want a magic button to get better, and the harsh reality is, unfortunately, there is not a magic button to get things better. to make your work great. And the easiest way to get better at something is to just practice. So if you take a good 5-10 minutes out of your day, just do that time to study. And you may look at this and go, but Sophie, this is absolutely terrible. And you know what? I know it is, but I aim so that by the time I eventually can and will get better, I can look back at this and go, that was one of my first thumbnails. That was one of the first things I did, and look how much I have improved from now. Take a look at artwork that you have done from a year or 2 ago and go, do you know what? Yes, I may not have improved in this area, but I improved in this area. Be positive with your work. If you think that something is wrong, try and understand why that thing is wrong. And remember, every single artist that you follow has studied. If you want to be a great manga artist, it's going to be horrible to say, but study realism. Realism, in a way, is going to help a lot of you with your comics, with your illustrations, with what you want to do. And you may go, but hang on a minute, that isn't my style. That isn't what I want to do. I want to do this. And yes, I completely agree. Go with what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But make sure you study along the way, because it's going to really help you with your work. When I first started doing illustration, and when I was really passionate about it, I wanted to be a manga artist. It was all I wanted to do. And then as I grew and as I became quite stubborn with it, and then someone literally just said to me, look, if you don't do this, this isn't going to improve. So I took it with a pinch of salt and I started studying. And you know what? I'm so glad I did, because not only has my style changed, and it's something that I am much happier with now, I feel better for doing it. I feel like my work itself has not only improved, but I feel like I am growing every time I draw as an illustrator. So for all those who want to get better, for everyone who wants to improve, for anyone out there who's feeling downhearted about their work, please, please, please do not worry. You will get better and you will improve. That is the wonderful thing. You may not see a magical burst or a magical growth straight away, but you are going to get better, and that is the short answer. You are going to get better. By putting principles into your work and trying to understand the basics and studying, you are going to get better. There isn't an easy way around it. And you could probably see by this photo, I haven't exactly done the reference to hand. I probably would, if I was to properly study this, I would actually probably do this with watercolours, because this would really suit a watercolour. But what I'm doing right now is I'm thumbnailing. I'm taking reference from this photograph and I'm remaking it as my own. Now, if I was to do proper study work, I would completely paint this picture from the actual reference itself. But because I know I'd like to use this in a future piece, I'm changing the reference to better suit what I would need in my piece. Now, that isn't proper study work, but by looking at the photograph, I can understand where the darkness is coming from. For example, a lot of the darkness is coming from the bottom here, and the colours get lighter at the top. That is just something that I will get better at, and I know I will get better at, but it's a matter of I need to take the time to study. So I kind of hope that this video helps, and I kind of hope that you don't give up with your work, and that you as an artist, you grow and you come to make your work a better thing, because it will get better. It is going to get better, I do promise. Now, if you are actually looking at some point doing any work in any way, shape or form, please, if you do want to, like for example, get better at posing, one of the things I will suggest is look at references, because that is going to really help you with your work. It's going to help you grow and it's going to help you improve. So I hope this video helps, and I want to see if you have done any drawings during this video. Please let me know. I'd really love to see your work. You are all so talented, and actually you really are amazing, and I think every single one of you has the potential to get better and improve and strive to grow your work. This is like a positive message, because yes, it's not going to be easy, but at the same time you know that the more work that you put into it, the better that you're going to be. And let's try this again, and let's see how much we improve. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Maybe like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another Sketchbook Sunday. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, but as always folks, stay creative. Bye!